What's going on, guys? And for the win here, we are back with our franchise mode as the Ottawa Senators. Now, before we get started here, we have three different winners to read off from last year's player selection contest thingy. And so we're going to get started on that, and then I am going to show the awards because in the hype of winning the first overall pick, I forgot to in the last episode. So we'll do that before we get into the free agency here. So first and foremost, we have Mustang Cudney, who guessed team league was Colin White and league lead was John Tavares. Vasilevsky did not get the best goalie this year. Next up is BTM number 21. He guessed team league was Shabbat, and then the goaltender Jonathan Quick, and he did indeed get the best goalie, along with Ben Bishop as well. But I don't think anyone guessed Ben Bishop. And next is just a bunch of G's, 4 G's and then 3 G's. Team lead was Shabbat, and the league lead was John Tavares. So there we go. Congratulations to you three. And hopefully for everyone else, we get some more winners for this next year. Hopefully a clean sweep as well. So we got Mitch Marner for a full year now, man. If he doesn't lead the league or lead our team, then who the heck? Who knows? All right. So before we get into the free agency, let's check out the how the awards went for last year. Chicago ended up winning the Stanley Cup, so they're back. They're back on the winning side of things. The Presidents went to Washington, and Toronto made it to the Cup Finals, but lost. RIP. All right, player awards. Tavares twice in a row now with the Art Ross. Hart Memorial went to Phil Kessel. All right. James Norris to Downey, figured. Lady Bing to William Nylander. Yeah, Jesper Boqvist, he got that Calder. He was just a breakout. I don't know if anyone expected him to get that. All right, so Conn Smythe was Patrick Kane. Vezina went to Bishop. But William M. Jennings went to Jonathan Quick. So, yeah, having them tie was the pretty much the way to go. Bill Masterton went to Edler. Selke to Bergeron. That's 3 of the last 4 years he's won it. Ted Lindsay to Phil Kessel. And Maurice Richard also to John Tavares. He won a handful of trophies. Even made it to the Cup, but couldn't get the job done. Leafs not tough enough. All right, so take care of that now. We are going to look into free agency now, and I think I am going to do what I was talking about, going for both Schultz and Tanev, maybe on like 2-year deals each. I think 2-year may be better than 3-year. We'll see about prices and stuff like that, but I think it was Schultz, right? I'm pretty sure it was. Yeah. I think Barry's just a bit too good. These guys are both kind of mid-type guys that are in their prime, but on super competitive teams aren't like true top 4s. They're more borderline. Schultz more so a top 4, but I still think I want him. The only team interested in him is Vancouver. So 2 years. Let's go to 6 now since we're only giving him 2 years. I think that's a better bet. And we could just guarantee ourselves both of them. And if we want one of them back, we can redo those contracts and save a lot more money. But let's do that. Matching 2x6 deals for them. We'll still have about 8 mil to work with. So at this point, we're going to want to go for the goalie. And I think we'll hold off on grabbing any sort of forward. And as I said, pretty sure we want to go for Jacob Markstrom here. Again, he wants 2 years. That's perfect for us. We'll do 2 years at, let's say 2.5 to make sure that we grab him for this amount of time. And these 2-year contracts aren't going to really be anything. We'll be able to easily afford these. Because we're not going to have any major entry levels or any major contracts coming up in the next 2 years, I don't believe. So even if we did, we'll still have a bit of money. We can still maneuver to make it work. So yeah, we'll have about 6 or so mil spare to work with after these signings. And I think that's it. Let me double check. We're getting 2 defensemen. We're getting a goaltender. I think we actually may have wanted to grab a AHL goaltender. Let me check on that. Because that might have been something that we wanted to do. But I'm going to check on the forward end of what we got. Maybe we might want to grab a depth forward. We'll see. No, I think we're good on forwards because we still got Eakin, Klimchuk, and Worrell. 12 was right here, so you say Worrell's the 12. And we got Eakin and Norris. Maybe one of these guys sit or go down. Yeah, I think we got enough forwards. And defensemen, I'm pretty sure we're good too. Once we get those two guys signed, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we had Borieski as depth. Or also Leroy here. There's that Woolen. Yeah, we got plenty, I think. Yeah, we'll be good. Yeah, we'll be fine for defense. I think maybe one yeah, so we're only getting Hallett. We maybe need like a really good starter for the AHL now. He is still listed as minor backup, so yeah, let's look for someone who could start in our AHL. Or be a better backup than Nilsson. One of the two. So we got an 83. There's Kemper. There's Aaron Dell. He's usually pretty good. But, nah, we can afford him. Let's see. Grice. RFA. Yeah, so he's RFA. Linus Olmark. Or we could just grab like Grice or something as a backup for a year. Dell can be good in backup role, but usually depends on the team around him. I don't know. We can grab him for a year. He's usually pretty decent. And we want to have a slightly better year this year. We might still tank, but we want to at least make an effort to have a better lineup. We don't want to... Or at least a slightly better lineup. We're inserting a bunch of young guys into our forward core, but if we can help out our goaltenders, gain more, if Markstrom has a crazy year and a really good, like if we have really good goals against and he gets himself some stat growth, we're able to increase his value, ship him off for something pretty big. That's kind of what the goal is for this year. Be maybe slightly better. Yeah, let's grab Aaron Dell and actually have Nilsson be down in the minors. I think that's a better option because it's hard. Once you start getting down into these kind of guys, you actually don't know what you're getting at all. You know, well, we would have known what we were getting with this guy. So that might have been, a slightly better option money-wise, but we're not too worried about money right now, so still grabbing Deller. All right, and we did have one scout opening. And I don't know if I want to hire or fire anyone here. No, we got all B minuses. I'm pretty actually satisfied with what we got. For the most part. So we just needed that one NHL scout. Atlantic, Metro, Central, we need Pacific. But we could take a look at what else. I'll take a look at what else is here, and maybe I do want to fire some. Probably not. Yeah, there's really not anything crazy. This guy's okay at the QMJHL, so maybe I replace one of my QMJHL scouts. That's about it, though. He is an A. If this guy's good at Pacific, which he is, I'm grabbing him. Yeah, screw it. Grab him. And I guess I might as well replace one of my QMJHL scouts with this guy because he's got an A minus there. So let's do that, and we'll fire one of my QMJHL scouts. And I usually edit this out, but this is not going to take too long at all. So let's do that. We got one Q guy here with a B. And the other with the B minus, so we'll fire him. Yep, just make sure I'm on the right one. Fire him. And there we go. All right, so slowly but surely improving our scouting situation here. So now we'll advance a few days, try to get these free agents locked in, as well as the scouts. Yep, I think that's the that was the NHL, and we got the other guy. So cool. We got both the scouts we were after. Now it's all about the players. We shouldn't miss... Oh, my God. Wow. He rejected a 2x6 deal. We got Dell, and we got Markstrom, and we got Tanev, but we lost out on Schultz. I'm very surprised at that. We offered him a 2x6 deal, and he rejected us. So, wow. We're actually going to need another defenseman of some sort. Barry's still available, but how the heck do we get Barry? I mean, he's a guy right in his prime. He's going to want to go to winter. There's zero chance we're able to get him. You got to look at the teams. Detroit, Philly, Philly, Montreal are both closer to contenders than we are, so that's rough though. Forbert and Scandella are both left. Yeah, they're both lefties. No, damn. I'm okay. Well, there is Justin Braun, but he looks like he's declining. Yeah, he looks like he's actually declining pretty heavily. He's only going to be top 6 by now. Yikes. Okay. That's rough. Yeah, we're going to have to basically grab a lefty here. Unfortunately, I can't believe that Schultz rejected our deal. Scandella wants more money, so he's probably the better of, maybe slightly better of the two. I guess we'll go for Scandella. 2 years. I'm just going to go up to 4.5. I don't want this guy to reject too. Crazy. I did not expect that whatsoever. Wow. Okay. Well, not going to be as good as I hoped we would be. But we'll have to make do, I guess. Rough stuff. All right. Let's see if he'll sign. I'm a little worried now. I didn't think Schultz would reject a $6 million deal. All right, so we got Scandella. I'm curious to what he signed for in Buffalo. Where is... Hold on. What? Oh, there it is. Yeah, I always think the activity feed's going to be over there. I rarely check it, so... let's see. Where's signings? There it is. I'm trying to scroll down here. Oh, it's the right stick. Jesus. Shows you how much I actually use this. Brock Nelson. Where? A long-term 6-year deal. I guess the term... Yeah, I actually can't see... Okay, I'll have to go to their team to see what contract he actually signed. It just says 6-year deal. I want to see what the price was. Because that surprised me. Usually they go for that money, but I guess he wanted job security, and freaking Boston was dumb enough to give him 6 years. You know what? Yeah, about $5 million they got him for. I mean, it is $1 million less than we offered, but 4 more years of term. Okay, that actually makes a bit of sense. So... Buffalo got us on that one. Yeah, looking like a pretty good defensive core now. Anyway, enough of that. I think I pretty much took care of that. I will, think I'll sim up here, get the scouts assigned and sent out, and then get our lines taken care of, and we will start the simulation. So I will see you guys in a little bit. All right, so I think these are going to be the lines that we're going to be rolling with this year. We're going to try bolsters up on that first line. With Colin White and Mitch Marner. He does have pretty high offensive stats, so we'll see how he does. Second line is going to be Tkachuk, Batherson, and Dzingel. Dzingel should be reset. Hopefully Tkachuk gets a decent chunk of growth, and he'll be ready for that second line. Third line is going to be Lafreniere, Worrell, and Logan Brown. We're going to start Lafreniere on the third line. Even though he's only 77 overall, he's got that high elite potential. And he's not going to have any special teams time. Worrell and Logan Brown will... then fourth line, Zach Smith, Josh Norris, and Bobby Ryan. Now I have Aiken and Pajot here as scratches. Pajot is going to be Aiken's going to be the defensive scratch, the defensive depth guy, and Pajot will be the offensive depth guy. So depending on where the injury is, those guys will step in. And then we got also Jaros is here to be depth. And basically because I wanted to start in with Leroy here. We'll see how it all transpires and things. But yeah, Eric Brandstrom is in there. Tanev, yeah, not as strong as a defensive core as I was hoping for. Trying to get Schultz in there, but all right. And yeah, I think this will do just fine for now. We'll make some changes here and there. if we deem it necessary. Here's what the power play is: Marner, White, and Tkachuk with Balsers, Shabbat on the point, and then Dzingel, Batherson, and Worrell with Brandstrom and Brown on the point. I can also move Dzingel up instead of Tkachuk, which, you know what, I might actually do. Let's actually do that. Have Tkachuk, Batherson, Worrell on the second unit with Logan Brown on the point, and Brandstrom as well. That's what the 4-man power play is looking like. Stacking it with the 2 defensemen there. And you know what? Let's put another shooter there. I always miss one thing. Today is the 4-man power play. Here's the penalty kill. Smith and Dzingel. And then Tanev, Shabbat, Norris and Brown, DeMello, Scandella. 3-man, very similar. All right, here's the 4-on-4s. White and Marner with Shabbat, Tanev, Batherson, Tkachuk, Scandella, Brandstrom. We're going to give Brandstrom some higher time on the 4-on-4. And then Worrell, Balsers with DeMello, Leroy. 3-on-3. And you know what? Not Scandella. Brandstrom. And you know what? Let's give Brandstrom... there's not really a shooter there, is there? Well, is Tanev going to shoot? Who knows? All right, we'll try these combinations out. I don't remember any of these guys being shooters, to be honest. It's not bad. That second unit isn't the greatest, but whatever, we'll see. Extra attack is going to be Shabbat and Marner. Shootout lineups are as follows. We don't really have that much, but I'm trying Lafreniere in there. We'll see what it is. Our goaltender situation, Markstrom and Dell. And you guys already saw the scratches. So there we go. These are going to be our lines going into this year. And we're going to sim up that first little half of the month, get everyone scouted, see where we end up here. Hopefully we don't suffer any major morale hits in the beginning. That would not be ideal. We want to kind of sort of maintain this team. I don't think we're not going to make the playoffs, but we shouldn't tank completely. We want this year should be a year of progress. We should be seeing some progress here, basically. That's the idea. And we did make one minor change to the captaincy, unless I had this already. But Zach Smith captain, Bobby Ryan the alternate, and Shabbat as an alternate. So there we go. All right. Captain and our alternate on the 4th line. But the rest of our team is super, super young. They're going to have to prove themselves worthy. We're going to have to see who steps up and who's deserving of those letters for when Bobby Ryan and Zach Smith are no longer here, because that's coming in the next couple of years. So I'm going to rely on you guys, my staff. Keep a close eye on that situation. I want you guys to help me to choose the captains for the future. So let's go. Let's get that first little bit of simming done. And obviously, you guys have now seen the lines. Make those predictions for this year for the point scoring. Let's hope that we Markstrom, and I don't think it'll happen, but if we can get Markstrom in that defensive core to lock things down, we might not score a whole hell of a lot, but if he can just have a good year and we can get stat growth, we could flip him for some good stuff. That would be the ideal situation. We're not doing too terribly here in preseason, though. Looks like we're scoring, keeping the puck out of the net relatively well. A shutout, two goals against games. Okay, 9-6. Scouts are already doing work. Let's see how the season is going to get underway. We lose the first game of the season 3-2. As I said, I'm looking for just a bit of an improvement. And right now we're starting off 1-1-1, which isn't too bad. Belleville's starting off strong, 6-1 loss. Yikes. Yeah. I mean, we're not totally tanking in the beginning, so that is the good news. Like I said, we're likely not making the playoffs, but if we could just improve. There's a center sniper, a franchise. What if we won first overall pick again? Just saying. High. Probably going to be a high fringe starter. But what if he's like high starter or high elite? I'm not seeing any right-handed defenseman. We also need one of those very, very much. Please be a righty. No, it's another lefty. Are you? Nope. So cool. Still no right. We got to look for like low elites then, basically. We don't have much uncovered yet, but let's check down on the low elite side of thing to see. Well, all we have maybe right now are forwards, and this guy's a lefty. So we're SOL so far. We really need some right-handed defensive prospects. Rocco Grimaldi. Really cool guy, but don't need him. We got a full roster. All right, 2 shootout losses right now. Rough stuff. Our shootout lineup isn't the greatest. We just don't have the skills. We don't have a lot of skill guys, man. We're 3-3-3 though, so we are slowly but surely improving. 4-4-3. Like, we're a 500 team right now, essentially. Belleville's doing really good. Uh-oh, we lost some locker room chemistry. What's our chemistry at though right now? 62. It's not horrible. Wow, hot Sam Bacho. 14 points in 11 games played. Where were we? 6th in the division? Yeah, we're ahead of Boston and ahead of Montreal. We're 2 points out of a wild card spot right now. So it's not horrible. We're really not doing that bad. So Bolsters is an 82. Colin White's secure at an 84. He's got 7 points in 11 games played. 8 points in 11 for him. Bolsters only got 6. Matthew, holy crap, he's an 86. He jumped up. Maybe I should put him first line. He'll at least be better. Yeah, let's do that. Holy, there we go. He's an 86. Let's put him on that first line. Our first line now looks much better. How's his offensive stuff? There we go. 288s. Bolsters should be better suited on this second line. Batson is Zingle. No one really takes shots, though, as I recall, on this line. Except Zingle's actually taking a fair amount. So you know what? That's good. Batherson, yeah, he's not quite up to par for second line. Worrell isn't either. Lafreniere's got 4 points. He's listed as depth. I'm keeping him there. 4 points for him. 7 points for Logan Brown. Could honestly move Lafreniere onto the fourth line, but I do want him to sort of produce. And the fourth line wouldn't really give him much more production. All right, so Zach Smith is declining. We could always swap him out for Aiken or Pajot. I know I'll probably hear people wanting Pajot. Maybe he'll actually help with our overall production. So I'll do that. You know what? I'll do that right now. Since Zach Smith is declining, he is our captain. So having him scratched will leave us with no captain, but whatever. Looks like Bobby Ryan's declining too. Yeah, let's just make that fourth line better then. I know people have been calling for Pajot, so let's just put him in there. And he might actually be better suited to play on that third line. Logan Brown, 84, man. Do I want to take it slow with Lafreniere? Or do I want to keep him third line? Might want to keep him third line for now. We'll see. We'll see how he does. Brandstrom is going to be top 6. No points yet. He's a -5, but should be okay-ish. Yeah, Markstrom's not doing too good. Aaron Dell is. How are they splitting? 4 games played, 8 games played. I was hoping for well, whatever. Could also move Bolsters down and move Logan Brown up onto that second line. Let's try that. That'll make the second line better overall, even though he's not listed there. He is 22. Bolsters is 23, so I was hoping to try to get him like a really good year. But he's actually got better offensive stat. Very close. But Logan Brown will be better on that second line as a whole. All right, let's try these combinations out then for this next little stretch. If we want to move down Lafreniere, we can to like fourth line, but I didn't want to have to. Kind of wanted to get him some third line time, but maybe I could do fourth line, stick him in somewhere on the power play to get him some extra production. That could also work. But I'm not checking out any of those team or player stats yet. Well, I mean, I checked some of them, but I mean, I'm not going to check them and go in depth into them. I want to give it the first. We only played, 11 games. Let's give it up to the 22 or whatever it'll be after this. We actually got a lot of games in here. 4-1 victory, not bad. 2-0 victory. 5-3 victory. Looks like those line changes might be working. 2-0 victory. Look at us go. 4-game win streak. The young Ottawa Senators finding ways to win games. Ooh, okay, rough. Tanev's injured till the 20th. That's pretty rough. Oh, he's only still listed as depth. That's a bit unfortunate. I was hoping he'd be listed higher. So I guess we'll just throw Christian Jaros in there, because he's actually, probably no one's actually better than him on the right-hand side. And I want to keep a bit of balance here. Not much balance going from Scandella, but, you know. Whatever. Yeah, we lost that game where Tanev got injured. He won't be out for too long, though, so that's nice. Leroy has actually been injured now, too. He'll be coming back on the 25th, so that's another injury. I don't want to call up a defenseman. Yeah. Can I just switch and check, please? No, it's making me have to fill it. Okay. So fine. We're going to put Cody Eakin in there then. He'll be a defenseman for a bit. I just to friggin' get someone in there so I could see. I mean, we could call up Odell or Wolanin, but neither of them are listed. I want to keep Odell down there. We could call up Borbianski, yes, but Do I really want to mess with that? Not really. It's not for that long. If it was for longer, yes. But we're getting someone back in, well, after 3 games, but still. It's not that long. We actually won most of those games, too. Tanev's back. Good news for us, so we put Tanev back in. And we'll also go with Jaros here. Let Brandstrom play on his natural side for a bit. I might even keep him on his natural side. Wow, we're actually probably in a playoff spot right now. I don't know if that's maintained. I think we've lost every single shootout we've been in. All right. Yeah, Leroy's back, fully healed. Jaros has actually been a +6 in the time he's in here. Now, he was playing a lot with, you know what, and Leroy's listed as depth. So, you know what, I'm going to let Jaros actually play the rest of this. Okay, we lost every single game right there, so maybe we should put back in Leroy. Yeah, 5-game losing streak, 11-9-5. I didn't think we were going to be able to maintain a playoff team record. But we're only 2 points out of a wild card spot right there. 2 and 3 points out of wild card spots. We're not in too bad a shape. And look at Mitch Marner go. Above point a game. Looks like the first line is figuring out ways to produce here. We are, yeah, we're starting to get there. You're seeing some improvement now. We're definitely seeing some improvement. So goals for per game, 2.92. That's what a turnaround from last year. Goals against, 2.68. Now that's a pretty big turnaround considering. Hopefully that can get better. Power plays above 20%. Oh, wow. Look at that penalty kill. 89.2% with 3 shorthanded goals for. Yes. The young kids, the speed, getting it done. Getting the job done. Ottawa Senators getting better. Slowly but surely. All right. Ooh, yeah, big drop off after but we got Marner with 27 points. Kachuk, 19 in 25 games played. That's not too bad. Colin White with 19 in 25 games played as well. Kachuk actually taking a decent chunk of shots now, too. That's good. Good to see. Logan Brown's got 17 points. Dzingel's got 15. Batherson with 13. Balsers with 12. Worrell's only got 9. But he's playing where he needs to play, so that's the good news. Lafreniere's got 9. Yeah, there's a question of should we move him for Pajot and try to make that third line maybe slightly better. His offensive stats are really good, though. Defensive ones, not so much. Pajot's got 5 points in 14 games played. They're on similar paces, actually. I mean, that's 28, that's 25. I mean, they're almost identical point paces when you look at it. So, it's hard to say what I should do there, but Pajot's a plus player in the games that he's played. So take that into consideration. Shabbat's got 19 points in 25 games played. He's, oh, wow. Brandstrom's got 7 now. He got some points in that little stretch. Only 1 point on the power play thus far. But that second unit isn't exceedingly strong. Bear that in mind. Really not that strong. Our goalie's improved. Yes, Markstrom has definitely improved. Hopefully that continues. Dell has done really good, so he's been a very solid backup for us. And how many rookies we have? Yeah, Bolsters, Norris, Worrell, Lafreniere, and Brandstrom. So let's see what I can maybe do with these lines to get us just scoring more. Basically, that's what I want to see. Just more, maybe some more scoring. Maybe better power play production. How are you done on the power play so far, Zingle? Done really good short end. He's got 2 shorties. He's got a goal and 3 assists on the power play so far. Colin White has got 2 goals, 2 assists on the power play. Marner, he's got 2 goals, 3 assists. I'm not going to move Shabbat off, but yeah, he's doing solid. Balsers, I mean, he's doing good on that power play in the top unit. You can't take that away from him. Second unit, wow. Really good. Whoa. So it's more or less our 5-on-5. By the looks of it. Yeah, man, our second unit is actually doing better than our first. Only 1 point on the power play for Brandstrom, but our second unit is really killing it on the power play. That's good to know. Now, do we want to put Kachuk on that top unit instead of Dzingel? I mean, 2 goals. 2 goals, I believe, and then I'm pretty sure 2 goals for Dzingel as well. But only 1 goal. 4 goals and 2 assists for Kachuk, man. Like, almost really considering putting him up on that top unit. For Dzingel. And he does seem to be shooting more this year, too. He's scoring more. He's got 56 shots in 25 games played. So he's not quite on pace for like 200 still. Like, that shooting percentage is not going to be sustainable either. So we can try it. But I don't know if front loading, I think I might want to have still a good balanced attack. But 5-on-5, can we get that scoring going more? Like, would Pajot on this line be much better? It doesn't, like, his offensive stats aren't insanely better than Lafreniere's are. The question is, do we want to put Lafreniere somewhere on the power play? If so, who does he replace? Hard to argue to replace Logan Brown. The only one that you can make the argument for is Worrell. 55 shots in 25 games played. It doesn't look like he's taken an enormous amount of shots. So maybe we try out Lafreniere on that unit. He's got a little less... Yeah, he's not a big shot taker either, though. So, yeah, we're still at that point where we don't have huge amounts of options. Most of Bolster's production has come on the power play. Yeah, 5 of his points. 2 of his goals, 3 of his assists. Don't know. Josh Norris has got some good offensive instincts. Yeah, I mean, we don't have that many options yet. We're not incredibly deep. We don't have really that great of players still. So I don't know really much. I don't think there's much else we could do, but I'm definitely open to suggestions. So you guys definitely let me know what you would like to see for line combinations, and if you'd like to see other people elsewhere, and if you have used Lafreniere, gotten some success with him. He hasn't grown yet at all. But he is very young and at a relatively high overall, so sometimes they might be an off-season grower. Alright, this guy's grown. Tyrell's grown. Odell even looks like he's still growing. Damn, dude, this guy is really jumping up there. Wish his awareness was a bit higher. His defensive stats are pretty dang good, though. This guy's going to be a very solid defenseman for us in the future. Hopefully Nelson Iginla gets a lot of growth this year. We kind of need him to, if we want him to be a goalie of the future. Because as of now, it's not looking too great. Yeah, we're short on right-handed prospects and a guaranteed number one in the future. Well, here we are. 11-9-5. Definitely an improvement. I'm not going to bank on making the playoffs. It may happen, but we're not exactly shooting for that. What we're really going for is improving as a team and growing our young guns, getting them experience and helping them to become what we need them to be, essentially. But this is a huge youth movement year. I mean, take a look at this lineup and see all the rookies or pretty new guys here. Just young guys. I mean, Kachuk's 21, White is 23, Marner's 23, Dzingel's 28, Batherson's 22, Logan Brown's 22, Lafreniere's 19, Worrell's 19, Bolster's is 23, Pajot's 28, 21, and Bobby Ryan's 33. You got one guy over the age of 30 in our forward core. And defensively, two guys 30. But, I mean, you could just see how young of a team this is. Our goalies are veterans, but it's just an insanely young team. So they're learning as they go, but you got to give it up to them. We're actually not doing a bad job here, considering what our lines look like. Considering the age, we're probably performing above expectations right now. So that's why I'm saying we're likely not making the playoffs. But I'm just trying to open myself up to maybe some changes we can get just to get certain guys, having more success here and there. We don't want to face morale issues. That's just the last thing we want right now. We don't want to face those morale issues anymore. We want to be past that. We want to have our guys grow and not be hindered by anything negative. And morale is definitely one of those negative issues that you just don't want to run into. So yeah, what do you guys think? Any changes to make here or there? We could always do Pajot. We could always move up Norris as well onto that third line and do Pajot with Lafreniere and Bobby Ryan. And actually, that might not be too bad of a combination. But Lafreniere with less ice time, he has got that depth potential, which is the only reason I'm thinking that. So that's an option. Norris won't be in that center slot anymore. But yeah, we'll have Bobby Ryan, Pajot, and Lafreniere as a fourth line. Who knows? At that point, you would want to maybe try to get Lafreniere some ice time somewhere in the special teams, but who comes out is the question. Yeah. All right, so let me know what you guys think about everything that I was mentioning there. And we do have almost all the picks that we're going to have this year. I think we have 11. So we'll likely make any further trades at the deadline, but I do want to give you guys an update on that. I would love to get maybe another first for this year. Yeah, we have 11 picks, so we can grab one more pick. If anything, I'd like to get some other first if we could. But we'll see how the scouting turns out and see if we want to target a specific pick. Then again, what value do we have to try to get that? It's also that. Anyway, so there we are. Improvement year for the Ottawa Senators. So yeah, give me all your suggestions about the possible line change and stuff, guys. But we're starting that long climb up to becoming an elite team. It starts now with developing these young talents in the NHL. So hope you guys enjoyed it. Remember to leave that like, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Watching my videos just isn't enough sin for you. Be sure to go over there on Twitter and shoot me a follow, and you could even join our Discord server as well to talk with some of the other sinners out there. The links to both are in the description.